said, I have come here to listen very carefully. That one thing I have been accused of not doing, that is what I have come here to do, number one. Number two, I must say that maybe I have been listening in different other spaces. Now I have an opportunity to listen on this platform to different Kenyans from different parts of the world and from our great country, Kenya. Now, let me just say two or three things that I think I had the last two speakers who asked their questions. The question number one that I have that has been asked is from Kevin, I think, that maybe I'm out of touch. How did I not know what was happening in the country? But let me tell Kevin and all of us that I have the benefit of more information in my hands. What I cannot do is do things like operate on numbers that have no basis. If you heard me very clearly, I said up to now, 25 Kenyans died out of this unfortunate scenario that affected our country the last 2 weeks. Some reckless people have put numbers all the way to 150. You know, in fact, on one occasion, the Kenya Human Rights Commission said 157 Kenyans have been, there was a massacre in Kidurai. That was not true. And for your information, even the BBC, on hearing such, outrageous allegations, went to investigate. And if you listen to the BBC, they say there was no such thing. In fact, one Kenyan unfortunately lost his life in Githurai. Let me go to the situation which was which happened in Rongai, where we lost a young Kenyan. The situation in Githurai was that a criminal in Rongai, a criminal assaulted the police, took over the firearm of the police, and shot, and unfortunately that bullet went and killed a young Kenyan. And unfortunately, again, and we have to be honest with one another, it was said that this young Kenyan was pumped with 8 bullets. That is also not true in Rongai, And so there is a lot of information out there in the social media propagated by people to try and create a situation that did not exist. In fact, I heard Kevin say, I was asking the one who, did he die? Because, the one that was being said of 8 bullets did not exist. In fact, we have now found out that the one of 8 bullets happened several years ago, somewhere in Buruburu, and it was in a completely different scenario. But on Rongai, I was very clear. I had the benefit of information, and I spoke to that information. The same narrative I gave when I gave the interview on Sunday is the same narrative I have at the moment. I have also been, Kevin has also said that we need to hold the police accountable, and that is correct. And it has been said that I am the president. Yes, I am the president of Kenya. But the president doesn't hold absolute power. That is why we are a democracy. In a democracy, there is a system of checks and balances. The president is not a dictator. I cannot decide for the judiciary. I cannot decide for the legislature. They make their own independent decisions. I cannot decide for independent institutions. The police, and let me say this without fear of any contradiction. When I came into office, I said I will respect the independence of the police. In fact, the one act I did when I because that budget was being used to manipulate the police. You all know that it is said, he who pays the piper calls the tune. So I did not want my office to be the one to decide for the police on who to arrest, who to charge. Take instructions from the Chief Justice. It doesn't take instructions from the Speaker or from the legislature. They act independently. I agree, good people, that innocent lives were lost.